Just want to welcome everybody today. Thanks everybody for joining in person as well as on Zoom. And this is Breast Cancer Month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we're just trying to, today we're going to focus on breast cancer nutrition awareness, just speaking about nutritional facts and exercise facts as well in regards to people that are battling breast cancer or are in remission. Okay. And breast cancer, it can be for women or men, but so it's not just for women, as we all may know that. So like I said, I'm Keri Anne Butler. I am a certified nutritionist. I am a personal trainer. I am a health coach. I have several certifications. I also have a certification in DNA-based life as well, in genetics. So this is something that I definitely enjoy doing. And I just wanted to share some helpful tips for anybody that may need some tips. We all know people that have, we all know people that may be suffering right now with cancer, or people that have passed away. Unfortunately, I know several people that have passed away from breast cancer. So it is something that's very, very serious, and we don't take it lightly. So I just wanted to share a few helpful things, starting with diet. Just have a couple of tips. It says a balanced diet can provide energy. And this is even just people that don't have breast cancer, but this is this information that is compiled is geared towards people who are suffering breast cancer, like I said, or are in remission. So a balanced diet can provide your body needs to heal after breast cancer. Good nutrition also helps you stay strong and feel your best. So we're talking about high protein, we're talking about lean meat, fish, eggs, chicken, lentils, fiber is good as well, because that helps with constipation as well as other things. Whole foods, so whole foods and fruits, nothing processed, no sugary foods, things like that, whole grains. And then it also says turkey, chicken, trout, salmon, nuts. These things are protein related. So that would be good for people, like I said, that are battling breast cancer or in remission, to keep eating these things. That helps for the nutritional aspect. It also says foods rich in protein helps to sustain muscles. So reduce eating processed foods, like I said, sugary foods, like restaurant foods, like once in a while is fine, but regularly, no. That's also just for basic life period. It's just not good for our bodies. Alcohol may also increase the risk of recurrence in breast cancer. So that is another known fact. Drinking alcohol could increase the risk of cancer coming back. It says recurrence in breast cancer, okay? So for people that have breast cancer, sometimes, and as we age, or we have, sometimes when we're sick, things taste different. Our taste buds are totally different. And people that are battling breast cancer, that's also one thing that I read about, that things taste different. So it says use different utensils. Sometimes chemotherapy can leave a bad taste in your mouth. That gives you unpleasant flavor. Certain foods like meat can take on a metallic taste. So it's saying to avoid using metal utensils and cooking implements. So you want to use things plastic-like and glass pots and pans. Okay, so that's just one. Huh? Somebody had a question? No, okay. So it says get your nutrition from liquids like smoothies. Smoothies are good and nutrition, good for you anyways. So that should be something that if we can implement in our diet regularly. It has a lot of fiber, it has a lot of proteins, because people that are suffering from breast cancer, sometimes they're not able to cook. They don't feel like cooking. That's probably the next slide, but that's why they're suggesting that they drink liquids. So it says, in addition, treatment Side effects like vomiting and diarrhea can dehydrate you. So they're saying to drink more water. Last month, we focused on dehydration and we said that we needed a lot of water. So they're saying that people with breast cancer actually need more water because they're sick. Sometimes they may have side effects that may cause them to get dehydrated. So they're suggesting that they drink between 8 and 12 glasses of water a day. It says while you're getting treatment, some of that liquid may be fruit juice, milk, or low sodium broth. Please, low sodium broth, because we know sodium is salt. So we want to look at that. Limit caffeine and try to eat foods high in moisture, such as fruits. Fruits also contain water, so water will hydrate you. And then one of the, something else that it says add more fluids if your mouth hurts too much to eat solid foods. So yeah. So these are just the fruit. The next slide is just saying that these are some of the vegetables that are very helpful to reduce breast cancer. Garlic, onions, leeks, we all can see it, cauliflower, cabbage, broccoli, kale, arugula, spinach, mustard greens, and chard. So these are all vegetables that would decrease or lower your risk for having breast cancer. These are also just, generally, these vegetables are just good to have on a regular basis. So we can also use this information just on a day-to-day basis, just to know that these are vegetables that we should implement in our diet every day. It's just good for us. So chard is related to beets. It has vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin C, magnesium, iron, and potassium. And for chard, because I didn't know much about chard, I don't know much about it, but I read up on it. People use that in soups or they stew it. So if people are familiar with that. Greens are good. I don't really like greens. My sister loves greens. Ugh, I don't eat greens. My grandmother used to like greens, but I'm not a green person. But broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, you have so many different things. Kale, I'm allergic to. I love garlic and I love onions. So these are just some helpful things here. The next slide, we see some fruit. So it says breast cancer symptoms and treatment. Side effects may leave you feeling too unwell to cook, like I was stating before, because of the chemotherapy or different treatments, or just, you know, your body's experiencing some things. If we know someone that has had breast cancer, or we ourselves, you know, even may have been diagnosed with breast cancer, it takes a toll on your body. And especially when you have different treatments and things like that, it's draining. So you're not going to feel like doing anything. So it's saying that people aren't well enough to cook. So that's why they're suggesting that they do smoothies. One of my friends, she passed away. She used to drink a lot of smoothies because she wasn't well. She didn't feel like, you know, cooking. So she did do a lot of smoothies. It says plan meals or eat as you normally do. So just try to plan your meals, eat smaller. You can eat smaller meals. We can even, you know, use that for day-to-day life as well. But sometimes, say for instance, we have breakfast, we can't eat all of that. They may not be able to stomach all of that. They may not be feeling well. So people that are, you know, experiencing problems or they're ill while they're having maybe treatments and things like that, encourage them to eat smaller meals throughout the day so that they can still get their calories, you know, so that they can still get their protein, everything that's needed for them that day. So they can't eat their whole breakfast. Okay, break it up, have them have like an egg and then maybe some yogurt, some peanuts and things like that throughout the day so that they can still get the nutrients that they need. So it does say shrink the size of your meals. Nausea and bloating and constipation can make it hard to eat 3 large meals a day, which is very true. And that's even in everyday life. People can still do the same thing. To get the calories you need, graze on smaller portions, like I said, 5 or 6 times daily. Add snacks like hard-boiled eggs, yogurt with berries, and peanut butter. Peanut butter is a very good snack. It's very good for you. On crackers or apples. And then they're also saying that if you're having a problem, you know, meet with a nutritionist or a dietitian just to give you some suggestions on how you can manage your eating habits. Okay, you can always speak to your oncologist, your doctor, and they should be able to recommend a nutritionist or a dietitian. Or me, I'm a nutritionist. Okay, so now we're going to talk about exercise. It's highly recommended for everybody, even if you're not battling breast cancer. It's just something that we should all try to put in our day-to-day activity, some type of exercise. People with breast cancer, it's highly suggested that they work out. Even if it's like it says, many doctors recommend low impact and non-strenuous exercise when going through breast cancer treatment.
Yes, I was asking, did you have any more vacancies?
Did you have a question? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought someone had. Okay. So such things that we can do, some fun exercises that we can do: walking, yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, dancing, bed and couch movements, just anything that would promote being active, moving, walking, climbing the stairs. You know, you don't want to do anything too strenuous. Everybody knows their body, especially when they're going through something like this. So you have to modify the exercises that work well for your body, and things that, you know, some people can't do all of that, but you have to just find out what's comfortable for you and maybe modify the exercise. And perks of exercise: it reduces fatigue, it improves bone health. This is not just people with breast cancer. Prevents constipation, boosts energy, prevents weight gain. It manages stress and anxiety, improves heart health, and improves sleep. These are things that we can just use for our everyday life, because the perks of exercising, we can relate that to our everyday. It does relieve stress. It does prevent weight gain. It does help with sleep. So if you exercise regularly and you notice that maybe you missed a week or two, you can see your body changing, or you can see certain changes, like you may not be able to sleep, or you may feel stressed out because your body is getting adjusted and it's becoming like a regular routine for you. And then when you stop, it just like, what happened, you know? So that's something that we should remember. So just an overview on things that we covered. A balanced diet can provide energy your body needs to heal after breast cancer. Create an eating program to fit your personal needs. Like I said, smaller portion meals. You know, what time works best for you. And just set up your meals. You know, I'm going to eat this at this time. I'm going to eat this at this time. I'm going to implement some smoothies because I'm not well enough to cook, or I don't feel like it, or my taste buds are different, or, you know, things that will help you still get the nutrients that you need. More fiber, it helps with constipation. That's what everyday life. We need to just remember that every day we need more fiber in our diet. Whole foods and fruits, whole grains, high protein, like I said. You know, meats, lean meats are good for you. Chicken, turkey, trout, salmon, nuts. Those things are high in protein. Foods rich in protein helps to sustain muscle. Reduce eating processed foods and sugary beverages. So sodas, you know, fast food regularly, once in a while is fine. Like I said, anything in moderation, but like regularly, no, it's just not healthy. Alcohol may also increase the risk of recurrence and breast cancer. We're drinking a lot of water because we don't want to get dehydrated. So we want to drink 8 to 12 cups of water. Incorporate some form of exercise as much as possible. Like I said, if you have to walk the stairs, if you have to just do a walk, you know, some people jog. And resistance training is also good for building up the muscle. You don't want to lose muscle, you want to gain muscle. So resistance training is recommended at least twice a week. Stretching 2 days out of a week, I'm sorry. So you just want to do some stretching at home or in a gym or wherever you can, just at least 2 days a week. 150 minutes of moderate exercise or 75 minutes of vigorous and intense workout several times a week. So you want to just try to put it in your schedule to have these things taken care of. I think if you focus on, and we can, like I said, we can relate this to our everyday life as well, for working out as well as eating better. Do we have any? Yes, ma'am.
Would a person who's a vegan have to adjust their diet?
I would think so. I'm not vegan, but I'm vegetarian. So, but in the vegetarian or vegan world, it's a lot of protein that you can still eat. So, I mean, because I'm almost vegan, but I'm not quite there. But yeah, it's still a lot of things that they can eat, a lot of protein that they can eat. And then they eat vegetables, you know what I'm saying? So all of those vegetables that we had on the slide, they can eat. Yeah. They eat a lot of plant-based stuff, so yeah. Anybody have questions?
Yeah, I was wanting to know too about proteins for people who are vegetarian or vegan. What's the best proteins for those people?
Well, you could get a lot of it in smoothies. You can make a lot of smoothies. Or are you vegetarian?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you eat regularly? Do you eat a lot of salads? Do you eat a lot of plant-based stuff, or what do you eat?
Yeah, I eat plant-based. I eat some salads, but I don't eat salads as much as I should. But I do eat the plant-based.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things I'm always thinking about. Am I getting enough protein?
Well, you want to make sure that you do. You want to eat a lot of whole foods. So like I said, you want to eat a lot of vegetables. As much, you want to pack your plate with vegetables. Since you don't eat meat, I don't eat meat either. But I focus on a lot on, do you eat eggs and stuff like that?
I do eat eggs, but I do eat eggs.
Yeah, so eggs
But
have a lot
as
of
far
protein.
as other proteins, I don't eat that much of it.
Yeah, you have to increase that and increase the fiber in your diet as well. So
What's
you want
fiber? What is considered fiber?
what's
considered fiber?
Are you eating like a lot of vegetables?
Yes.
There you go.
Those are fibers food.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to focus on like whole grains. You want to focus on like fruit. You want to stay away from like sugary food and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So just give me an example. What did you eat today?
Today I had a cup of coffee. Well, I'm having a cup of coffee now, but I had
Sound like my mama.
some rice.
Oh, yeah, rice is starch, so you got to be careful. But yeah, you just want to implement a lot of vegetables. You want to implement fruits. You want to, beans, lentils. Yeah, lentils.
Most of the times I have like in the morning, I have like some type of fruit and some yogurt or something. I had that this morning because I saw my son eating it, but I don't usually eat that in the morning. I usually have like fruit and some yogurt and something like that. Maybe sometime I have an egg, but not a.
Yeah, you just want to be mindful that it's like vegetarians, we have to try harder. I feel like
Yeah, that's what I know. And that's
Yeah.
the thing. It's why I'm always worried about whether I'm getting enough protein.
Yeah. We'll have to try to put something together for you to try to help you make sure that I don't know if did she come here?
Yeah, I've been there. I come there.
Oh, come, and me and you'll sit down and talk and try to create a good meal plan for you that will help you get your protein in. Just
Okay.
try to, do you some smoothies, get you some, you might have to, get you some protein and some protein powder maybe, and also add that, and maybe some smoothies.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You drink smoothies and stuff?
Yeah, I drink smoothies.
Yeah. People could just put spinach. I just put spinach. I put my protein powder, I put my fruit, and
Mhm.
it helps a lot. But it's I find it more difficult as well because I'm a vegetarian. I've been for many years, but now that I'm trying to eat healthier, I'm just trying to be more mindful. I eat a lot of
Yeah.
vegetables. I eat a lot of salads, things like that.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be more mindful
Yeah, you have to.
and so that I can eat healthier.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking about the proteins. And I know I eat enough vegetables because that's most all I eat, but I still don't know if I'm getting enough protein.
Yeah. Peanuts are good. Peanuts are very good. Avocado is good.
Yeah, I do quite a bit of avocado.
Yeah, it's very good for you. Peanut butter is good. Peanuts are good. The stuff, I don't eat those things, but they're very good for you for protein. Yeah. Yeah. You guys have any other questions anywhere? But when you come into Weiss one day, we'll sit down and we'll try to, get a meal plan or just some ideas for you that will help you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am, no problem. Anybody have any other questions? Yeah, comments, questions? Anybody, I know everybody knows somebody that suffer from breast cancer.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very sad. One of my friends, she was very young. She was, I think she was in her late 30s and she passed. It's a horrible disease,
Yeah, one of my sisters has breast cancer. Actually, she was almost my youngest sister, next to my youngest sister.
Yeah, so we
Very
have to make,
young.
so we have to make sure we're getting our mammograms and we're doing our self breast examinations. My doctor always asks me, are you doing your breast exams? I'm like, yeah, but we have to make sure that we do those things, even though we may not like to do them. It's good for prevention. I was reading a lot about breast cancer and I was just so amazed about people that are not even going to get mammograms, and that should be something that we do annually, so yeah.
Yeah, I know, but those mammograms are so painful to me.
Yeah, it's painful, but you want to be, you want to think about your health. It's better to know than to not know. You have to be proactive, so I agree. I have to do some people have to do like a ultrasound too because they have dense breasts. So I have to do you have to do the ultrasound too? Yeah, and that hurts. Well, no, it doesn't hurt. It's cold. I mean, but the mammo, it's just, yeah, but I gotta do it. I don't want to do it, but I want to do it. We just have to make sure that we do what we have to do. So
Yeah, I know, but that mammogram is it's so painful, especially if you got a small breast.
yes,
It
ma'am.
might not be that painful for somebody who has a really large one, but I
No,
don't have
it hurts.
my breast in there. They just send that they just squeeze the whole thing together. And it's just, it hurts.
Yeah. Well, just think about it. You're doing something that you need to be doing, like at a certain age. I think at 50, people have to start getting the colonoscopies, right? Oh,
Mhm.
I'm almost there. Oh my, it's ticking.
I don't
Yeah.
have to get them anymore.
Oh, the colonoscopies.
No, I don't have to get them anymore.
Yeah, we just have to really be
You
mindful.
must, maybe the only reason they will give me one if I'm having problems.
Yeah, but colonoscopy should be every 5 years, right? Every 3 to 5 years, yeah.
But I think the older you get, they say 8, but now they tell me I don't need to get them anymore.
Good.
Because I'm over 80.
I have to go. I have another meeting, but thank you so much. This was very helpful. And
Okay.
interrupt,
Thank you for joining.
I just didn't want to leave without saying goodbye. And
Thank you.
thank you, Judith. You're wonderful to keep us all posted.
No problem. And I do have one more thing I want to share, like a quiz with you guys.
I put the interactive link in the email.
Oh, you did? So should we still go over it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a link that they can go to.
Oh, okay. So there's a link in the email if you guys wanted to, we have like a quiz. They could just click on the link and see it. Okay. So in the link, in the email, Judy said, You could just click the link and it's a quiz there. So I just wanted to ask you guys. Just
Oh, we can do the
questions.
quiz on the email,
Mhm.
email she sent yesterday. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll ask, I just want to get a little feedback from you guys. So we just have a couple of questions here. It says, I try to stay at a healthy weight. What everybody think about that?
Definitely, I do.
Yes, it's
I
hard.
try to stay at a healthy weight. And the last time I took I was taking a screening, and they got my weight wrong because they said that I was my MVI I was pre-diabetic, and they had my weight 533. I said I couldn't even walk if I was that much. If I was that heavy, I couldn't even walk around. But actually, right now, I am in the right weight for my BMI.
Oh, that's great. So you're doing something right, right?
I'm trying. It's not easy, but I'm trying to keep my weight down as much as possible.
And you say you're 80? Wow.
5.
Wow. That's good. That's very inspiring. I aspire to be at my ideal weight, but it's hard. But it's good that you're doing great and everybody else is too. So let's see, I get 150 to 300 minutes of moderate or 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous physical activity during the week. What does everybody think about that?
Yeah, well, we actually used to get more than that because we had exercises every day. But now I got to kind of figure out my own exercise for the days that I'm missing that we don't have exercise teachers anymore. But we were getting much more than that.
Yeah, it's a lot of exercises that can be done at home. Like I didn't go to the gym today, but I did do some stuff at home and I was proud of myself because I tried to go to the gym in the morning.
I think I need to try to find some exercise program on the TV because it used to be quite a few of them. But since I was involved with exercises in the senior center, I never looked for exercise on the computer. I mean, on the TV.
Yeah, if you guys have things in your buildings, or like you said, on the internet, I saw some real good ones. Some of them are high intensity, some of them are not. But any type of movement is good, period, every day, as much as you can, at least several times a week. Yeah. So I usually take the stairs and stuff. Uh-oh. Judy,
I used to never go to the I used to never go to the elevator. I used to always walk downstairs, but now I have knee problems. So I still walk down a few stairs, but not like I used to.
So everybody taking the stairs instead of taking the elevator? No, I don't.
I used to take the stairs. I never took the elevator.
I need to start. You guys taking the
stairs? Now I have to take them now because my knees hurt when I go down. They hurt what's going down than they do coming up. So.
Okay. Next question. I try to limit the time I spend sitting or laying down and looking at my phone, computer, or TV. Yeah.
Yes.
I try to too.
I try to.
Watch TV. Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things, laying down.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a huge TV watcher. I have like a few programs, but yeah. So yeah. I don't like the phone. It says I eat a variety of vegetables and fruits every day. Everybody doing that? It's very important. Remember, the fruits and the vegetables have a lot of water in it as well. So that's helping with the water intake as well. So we remember that.
Okay. I eat quite a bit of fruit. In fact, I eat some type of fruit every day.
You have to. I eat whole grain bread, pasta, and cereal instead of refined grain products. Any cereal eaters in here? Oh.
Very seldom. I eat cereal with like Quaker Oats cereal with pumpkin seed and that kind of stuff. I don't just eat that regular kind.
So we have to
Right.
be conscious of, like I find myself taking more time in the grocery store because I'm reading the
Right.
ingredients.
You
So
have to, you
yeah,
have to
so
read
when you
those
guys are eating the
ingredients.
cereal or whatever you're eating, just make sure that you're reading the contents of the package. Like you want to look at the sodium, the carbs, you want to look at
Right.
the calories. You just want to be mindful because once you start reading those things, like I showed somebody today, she said it was a healthy drink, and I showed her how many carbs was in it, and I showed her how much sugar was in it, and it was a 16-ounce. It was small. And she said, this is supposed to be healthy. I said, it's not. It has fruit in it, but it's a lot of sugar and carbs, and that's not good. So I told her, instead of drinking that, you need to just go home and juice the stuff that's in there, so that it could cut all the carbs and the sugar, the sugar out completely. So when you go to the stores, like I was telling you guys, just look at the contents of things. I
Yeah,
try
I
to,
always read that. I always read that.
yeah, you
I
have
s-
to.
you have to read what's in it because even when I go to the health food store,
Mhm.
and I found sometimes health food store has stuff in it like high fructose corn syrup and
Yes,
GMO and stuff like that. So I
yeah,
said, now you have to read
you have to stay away
everything
from that. Yes,
when you go to buying something from the store. You got to read it.
that's true. I try to choose foods and drinks that are low in calories and added sugar. No,
Yes,
no,
I do.
that are low.
Less
Oh, I'm
sugar,
sorry, that
less
are low in
sugar.
calories and added sugar. Yeah, like the what is that? What's those packages? Crystal Light. Yeah. Um, or if you're drinking water, add some fruit to your water to spice it up. I mean, once in a while, everything in moderation, but I mean, regularly, no. Pop and all of that, soda, no. It has a lot of sugar. Like I used to like ginger ale, but it's so many calories and it's so much sugar in it, even for a small.
And
So,
ginger ale always have high fructose corn syrup.
yeah,
That's why I don't drink ginger ale. It
yeah,
has high fructose corn syrup in it.
yeah, a
It
lot of
seems like I
calories.
have not seen any yet that didn't have it.
Oh, you're not ginger ale. I rarely or never eat red meat or processed meat like bacon, hot dogs, and sausage. There's a lot of salt. There's a lot of sodium in that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with that. Lean meat, turkey and chicken. I mean, if you're going to eat some chicken, maybe boil it, or, you just want to remember those things, even when you're seasoning it. I take it easy on high calorie baked goods such as pies, cakes, cookies, sweet rolls, and donuts. I love sweets. That's my problem. But it's not good for you. It's a lot of sugar. It's a lot of
I
sugar.
try to stay away from those sweets.
Yeah, I love sweets.
Best way to
But
stay away from them is either don't make them at home and don't buy them and bring them home.
yeah.
That's the best way.
Or you might have people that you live with that have the stuff, or sometimes when you go to the store, you get it. Everything in moderation. It's nothing wrong with once in a while, but not regularly.
Right.
So I rarely add butter, margarine, oil, sour cream, or mayonnaise to foods when I'm cooking or at a table. Butter is
Right.
horrible. So we want to try to incorporate like olive oil, things like that, healthier stuff to.
Yeah, that's what I use is olive oil, but once in a while I like to put some butter in something.
Yeah, once in a while, it's everything in moderation. Once in a while is fine, but not regularly. I rarely eat fried foods. Anybody?
I rarely eat fried foods, right?
Judy, you don't eat fried foods? You do?
I don't really eat them. I eat them live.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh yeah, you do like fries. Onion rings? Yeah, I know Judy like her fries.
Pretty much everything you buy in the restaurant.
It's fried. That's true.
And
It does. Once in a while.
Fried
Yeah.
foods are good, but I try to stay away from them.
Yeah, once in a while. We have to treat ourselves. We can't,
Yeah.
deprive ourselves, but every day.
That's a treat when I eat them. I eat them.
Yeah,
That
once in a
is a
while.
treat.
And the last one is I'm curious. I never or only occasionally drink alcohol.
That I only occasionally, every once in a blue moon, I drink it.
Occasionally. It depends on the
When,
occasion. Yeah,
I need one.
1 cup. Okay.
Not that.
Oh, a little cup. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a drinker at all,
No,
but it's
Me
nothing.
either. I'm
I mean,
not
to each his
either.
own, you know. Once in a
I'm
while.
not either. I'm not a drinker, but once in a
Yeah.
while, when I'm, especially when I'm with my daughter, because she always have drinks.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'll drink something then when I'm at her house. But
Okay.
she loved to make drinks.
Oh, okay. Well, that concludes today. I'm so grateful that everybody joined, everybody in person or online. I hope that you got something helpful from this presentation. You can always revisit it and you know, relook at anything. If you have any questions, if you're here at Weiss, I'm happy.
Keri,
to
you
answer.
work at Weiss?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
At the moment.
And so I was
Yeah.
just gonna say, so this was my, if you want to read them, this was my quiz.
Oh, let me
And
see.
I had 0 to 4 yeses.
Oh, you
And can
did?
read to them what it says. 0 to 4.
Okay, so your diet is probably too high in calories and added sugars and too low in plant foods like vegetables, fruit, and grains. You may want to take a look at your eating habits and find ways to make some changes. We have a lot of information that can help you make the changes needed to live a healthier and longer life. For more on eating well, go to Eat Healthy section of our website for tips and recipes that you and your family can use. And don't forget, stay active is too important. Check out our articles and get active for ideas on how to make regular physical activity part of your everyday life. That's what you wanted me to read? Yeah, okay. Any other questions? No? Thank you guys for joining. I hope that you got some helpful information.